All right, guys. I promise I won't make too many videos about controversies. I probably won't make too many videos about especially stuff like this topic today. But this one, I kind of want to do it just because this issue is kind of strange. It's very particular and specific. Etika is not really like anyone else. He really is the one and only Etika. There's no one else like him. And I even recently in my episode about Banjo Kazooie being in Smash, I even said, he himself said that, he was the one who said that if Cloud can get in, then Banjo can get in later, and don't say it's impossible. Don't say it can't happen. And I've been having that same mentality ever since I saw that video, where I've been saying, hey, Sakurai makes things happen. He makes dreams come true. So, he can find a way to make it happen. And um, when it comes to um, when it comes to Banjo, Etika said that back in Smash 4 when Cloud was first revealed. And that video was also the first video I watched by Etika where I started to understand why people like him. Because I didn't like Etika for a long time, back when I thought he was the guy who just yelled Mewtwo, Mewtwo, and that's kind of one of his most famous videos. And it's kind of silly. I thought it was just like a bogus reaction channel. I thought he was just like a fake ass, YouTuber making fake ass phony reactions where he overdoes it. He acts ridiculous. He acts super crazy. And then when I started watching some of his content that's not reactions, when I didn't even know he had content that was. I thought he was a pure reaction channel. I thought he was just like another Jinx or something. I didn't know. And when Cloud came out in Smash 4, like 3 or 4 years ago or whatever, um, that's the first time I watched a video of his that wasn't a reaction where he was just talking about why he was excited for Cloud. And I remember watching that because I was excited for Cloud. I wanted to see other people talk about Cloud, so I watched him talk about it. Cause I was like, yeah, why not? I'm not that like if it's something I don't like, I'll still give it a chance if it's going over a topic that I'm interested in. I'll give that thing a chance because if I disagree with it, then I'll just have more reason to to prove my point or something like that. So that was the first video I watched of his that I really liked a lot, and it resonated with me a lot, and it kind of made me like, Cloud is for me. The fact that Cloud's in the game, that's for people like me who grew up with the PS1. But there's a lot of my friends who grew up with the N64, and they don't talk about Metal Gear Solid 1, they don't talk about Final Fantasy 7. They talk about Banjo Kazooie. That's what they talk about. And a lot of those people who played Nintendo back then, well, they're playing Nintendo now for the newest Smash. And, you know, Etika he was a guy who I liked a lot of his content that wasn't related to his reactions a lot. I liked a lot of his content when I saw him playing Persona 5 and getting down with it. I really liked that video a lot. Like I was like this is like real. This is like raw. And it's so funny because I thought when I first watched, his reactions, I thought they were so fake and overdone. And then I started to realize like that's actually who he is. That's his genuine personality. And like when he's like playing Persona 5, he just kind of starts dancing and it's like he's just like what the fuck? His little reaction is him going like what the fuck? Like this music's bumping. This music's amazing. And it's like that's how it is when you play Persona 5, dude. That's how it fucking is. The music is so damn good. Everyone talks about the music in Persona 5. And that's his thing. Like it's all real. And like me and my friends would get together and we'd watch him playing like the Senran Kagura game on Switch, and he's like slapping their thighs and he's going, oh boy, oh my god, oh, and it's like it's fucking hilarious, and he's just like making these funny faces and like, and it's just there's a nut button, like all these like yeah, you can say his reactions are ridiculous and he's playing it up, but what's he supposed to do on like but like his sense of humor is so unique to him, it's such his own thing, and he really was like he'd always be like, this is my waifu right here, this is my waifu, and it's like that kind of shit just cracks me up, he's just a really fucking funny guy. And I even watched, I I'm single now, but I had an ex-girlfriend. I had a girlfriend at the time, and we were watching his reaction to Isabelle being revealed in Smash. And I was like, look how this guy doesn't even notice that this is a Smash trailer. Like if he paid attention, he would know. But because he like literally he made a joke about I gotta go grab my lotion, and he runs away and grabs lotion. He misses like the subtle reveal that this is a fucking Smash trailer, and he's like, oh shit, so we're getting a new Animal Crossing. It's like, oh, I'm excited for that. And then she goes, they want me in Smash. He flips the fuck out. He flips the fuck out. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome, dude. And me and her are both like loving it, And she didn't know him. That was like the first video I showed of him to her, and she was loving it, dude. And then I showed her the video of him talking about all the people looking up hentai of Isabel after Isabel's announcement, and we were laughing at that too. So like, that's the thing, man. It's like he was someone that could show most people, and they would get a kick out of, There, and it was someone that I personally enjoyed watching, And a lot of people would re-upload his streams, and I would try to go find his streams and watch his streams. But eventually, he got banned from YouTube because at the first thing that YouTube did with him was he kept saying the N word. And well, the thing here, spoiler alert, Etika's black, so and also when he says the N word, he's not saying anything racist towards black people. He's saying it the same way you hear it in like fucking all music, all the movies. He's saying it in an endearing way, in a way of friendship. And I know some people when they say it, they say this stupid, they say it, and it's kind of bad. It's kind of like, but even when they use it as an insult, it's like, okay, but they're black. Like, they're black. They can say it. That's the point. And Etika is black. And, I mean, I'm not even like super hardcore about politics. I don't even care what anyone says, okay? Anyone can do what they want to do, right? But it's just a form of speech. It's a form of slang nowadays. It's not really as it's as bad as you want to make it out to be. A lot of people still use it in a really bad way to this day. People still use it in that horrible way that, people always used to do. But Etika's not racist to black people, man. you know? And YouTube kept flagging his videos. But, same thing would happen to Sky Williams. And he's black too. And it's like, okay, if you're black and you're saying the N-word, that's not racist. It's just not everyone knows this. This is common sense. Everyone knows this, right? And even to the point where if you're white and you're saying it, it's like that's up to you to interpret it. That's up to you to decide if you're offended by that or not. Not everyone is, but some people are, right? But most people agree when a black person says the N-word, it's not fucking racist. It's just not. You could say it's offensive and they shouldn't be saying it, but it's not fucking racist. It's just not fucking racist. And to the point in our pop culture, when you hear it so much, how are you gonna say a black guy saying the N-word to his friends is fucking racist? It's not fucking racist, man. It's just not racist. Now, again, I'm not super political, but I'm just saying, I'm only bringing that topic up because I think it's just such common sense, and we all agree that YouTube should not have been striking his videos for saying the N-word when he himself is black, right? Now, after that, he did something weird, and most people kind of realize this is when he was starting to go off his rocker, is when he was posting porn on his channel on purpose. That way YouTube would nuke it into oblivion. He didn't just delete his channel. He had a huge overreaction and made YouTube pull his channel. Now, in his last video where he said goodbye, he said sorry. It was an apology video. He was saying sorry. He said he fucked up his life too much, and I don't know the exact quotes. I watched the video once. It's kind of hard to watch again. I'm not gonna lie. When he said something like he ruined his YouTube channel. He didn't realize how badly he fucked up his life when he did that. And I mean, at the time I thought it was so weird, but I was like, hey, if he doesn't want to use YouTube, man, that's his that's his choice. I'll stand by it. I'll support that. If he wants to just use Twitch, hey, a lot of people don't want to use YouTube. A lot of people grudgingly use YouTube. A lot of people don't use YouTube because they love YouTube the most. A lot of people tried to switch to Twitch and realized it's kind of the same shit, different day situation. A lot of people use other weird streaming apps and just kind of use Facebook and Twitter and Instagram to say, hey, I'm on this, go to this link if you want to watch me on the stream, because they ain't using YouTube and they ain't using Twitch because for whatever reason, right? But so Etika is he was doing his thing, and I was watching his videos, and he had a new YouTube channel at one point, and you know I subscribed to it, but I don't remember much being uploaded to it. But he never did a reaction to Joker's moveset and stuff like that. And it's because during that time he was going under that other controversy that happened. And this is where people started to like lose interest in him and they started really mocking him. And that was because he had a really crazy overreaction. I'm saying crazy, not like saying, oh, mocking someone for being crazy, but I'm saying his reaction was just overdone. Where he, well, basically someone called the police on him, saying that he's a disgruntled person, whatever, and he decided to act the part. Now, it's honestly it's kind of likely that he was actually kind of having like an episode when the police came, and he's there's live streamed videos of it where he's saying he's scared. He's saying he's scared. He doesn't want the police to come in and hurt him. He didn't want to be harassed in that way, and he probably made the situation a lot worse for himself. But it is almost like it's almost like you can't even help it. When you're having a fight or flight situation, you know. And remember that happened. I felt so bad for the guy. And after that all happened, when he got back on Twitter, that's when he was just acting bizarre. And a lot of people made videos. A lot of people, like Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers. First of all, that's a fucking great channel. If you like more scary, spooky content, that's one of the best ones in my opinion. He used to just read creepypastas and all about gaming. I really liked it. And then he started doing deep web exploration stuff. And he would even be on some of Etika's videos sometimes. And I really enjoyed that interaction because I like both those channels a lot. Review Tech USA made a video saying, "Hey man, Etika. I know a lot of you guys think Etika is just doing this for attention, but there's a line being crossed. The actual police are getting involved. Actual mental hospitals are getting involved. It's probably not a stunt anymore. This is a guy who's actually probably really needing some help." And Etika was like blocking people, pushing people away. He said that in his sorry goodbye video where he said like, "I pushed too many of my friends away. I have no friends." And he after that, after he came back on Twitter, I remember saying like the videos he was doing, he was really the weird, crazy ARG perspective side of things with Etika was kind of blending in with his main personality. And it started becoming like all that. And then eventually one day, he was back on social media being his normal self. He was apologizing to people, just saying, "Guys, I don't want to do that act anymore. I just want to be me. I just want to be myself and do my thing." Yeah, I watched a few of his videos of him playing Minecraft. He had all these people in his streams. He was killing it, man. He was killing it. He was doing good. He had every opportunity to be successful again, even after all of that. You know, but what really needed to change was he needed to start taking care of himself mentally. That's what really needed to change. And it can be hard to do that when you're in charge of yourself and you don't want to take shit from other people. He didn't really have anyone in his life that was that close to push him into the right direction. And he had friends. That's not the thing. And he in his video he said, "I pushed my friends away." I don't know how true that is, right? But when I watched that video, I remember every line he was saying. I was saying, "No, no, that's not true. That's not true." He was saying it's too late. I turned my fans on me. I'm like, "That's not true, man. You have fans. You just don't see it right now." And that's the thing about suicide is that a lot of the time, it's like, it's almost like when you're in love or when you're full of rage. It's not always logical. Sometimes it's it's purely like a emotional state you're in that you can't fight. And so for him, it's like this voice just saying like everything's fucked up, everything's wrong, nothing is good right now. There's no bright side. There's no redemption. There's no salvation. There's nothing that can be fixed. there's only two opportunities. There's only two choices, which is live with the horrible, immense shame, or fucking ending it, right? And that's the options he thought he had. But that's not true. That's not. And I want to say this now while everyone's in the right state of mind, right? Because I think a lot of you guys are probably thinking logically because you're sad and you're trying to figure out why something like this happened. So if you ever find yourself in these situations, you have to remember that it's not true and it just feels that way. And for myself personally, there was a period in time. It wasn't the longest period of time, but it was like a year or maybe a year and a half or so, where I felt that way constantly. I felt like there was no hope for me. I felt like I didn't understand. Like there's nothing I could do, and I was just heading down a horrible path, and my life was just going to be turned to shit, and it was never going to be what I wanted it to be. And the only time that the reason I kind of got out of that was because I said I literally want to die. I was like, I don't want to be alive. I literally want to die. And what I did was I started looking into solutions. I would Google them and shit. Like, I'm no joke. I would just be like, hey, if I want to do this thing, if I want to be alive, I got to put effort into it. I can't just like die. I gotta understand like why do people live? Why do people put up with this shit, right? And I started changing my for life philosophy greatly, and I just things that bothered me stopped bothering me as much. My goals changed a lot to goals that were more appropriate, goals I could actually achieve. And once I achieved really small time goals, baby steps, it didn't take long before I was achieving goals that were bigger and better. And I started to realize that, you know, I, well, basically, so I don't want to go too into personal details here, but, you got to do what you got to do, right? And, eventually I found myself trying things, trying things I would never normally do, pushing myself to be uncomfortable as fuck, and I ended up making new friends, and I ended up making a ton of new friends. And then anytime a situation came where someone new was going to be around, even if it's just for one night, I would try to make a friend with them. And anytime, I found myself being way more outgoing, found myself realizing I could do certain things I thought I could never do. Now, the thing is, I'm talking about mundane, small shit. I'm talking about small ass shit that maybe any one of us could deal and face with, right? But what Etika had to deal with was a lot bigger because there was a lot of eyes on him. And there's a lot of people talking about him, a lot of people who knew his story, a lot of people who said there's no excuse for the way you're acting, a lot of people saying you're a clown, no matter what, everything he tweeted, every video he did, no matter what, people negatively, it's not just in your head, it's the people interacting with you, right? So it was big for Etika, man. It was really tough. Shit like that is fucking hard to deal with. And when you're already not in the best state, while this shit's going on, it can really put you in a weird state of mind. And so that's the thing. I can relate to being in that state of mind, right? And he probably had some other mental problems and mental health issues that I don't even have to deal with, on top of all the negative comments, all the negativity from people who have people who are fucking full of shit, basically. Now, here's the thing: there's still people calling him a clown right now. There's still people saying this is all fucking stunt, or they're saying I'm glad he's dead because he pulled off so many fucking stupid stunts. He's such a stupid bullshit person like that, man. And it's like everyone else, I'm not here to talk to those people, right? I'm not gonna say anything negative because they're doing what they think they need to do, whatever, right? But for those of you here who are sad, for those of you who are upset and you want to talk about this in a respectful and mature way, or just a logical way, a smart way, and not just being an internet retard, like not just being someone online who's just trying to be edgy because they think it's funny, or people who think it's funny to say the N word and be like, ha ha ha, I have done it. I have said a bad word from the comfort of my home around nobody in a safe environment where no one can find me. Ha ha ha. I have done it. I'm so cool, It's just like whatever, dude. people who actually care about politics beyond just like, you know, well, whatever. It seems like everyone who's an idiot online is also like they say like the most ignorant shit ever, and it's just like, is this how you always have really felt? You're not exactly a philosopher, okay? Just because you found power in numbers, that doesn't mean shit, okay? You're just a bunch of idiots instead of being one idiot. If you didn't have the internet, you would be one idiot alone in your town, and you'd be the village fucking idiot, and everyone would be making fun of you. But because you're online, you can find a bunch of other stupid people and reinforce your stupid ass beliefs, right? But you can't act this way in public, right? You can only act this way online around other people online. You can't act this way to your people in real life. So that's why you have more fun online, right? So that's why you date girls online. You don't actually date girls in your area or around you. So you don't have sex with anyone. You just yell at people online. Your entire life is online. You have nothing in real life. You're just completely online focused because you can't handle the real world, right? And part of why you can't handle the real world is because you have stupid ass fucking opinions, and no one wants to be around your ass. So, you know, that's what I'm saying to those people, right? That's what they want to do, whatever. But for those of you who are sad, and even if you participated in that kind of lifestyle, right? Because the ironic, edgy meme lifestyle, you don't want to go away from that because you think that's cool. You don't want to go away from that, right? But now you're starting to understand that there is consequences for some of those actions, right? Because or that while other people are saying that they're glad he's dead, you're thinking, I'm not glad he's dead. Um, hey man, life teaches you lessons in some of the most fucked up ways sometimes, and take this opportunity. I don't want you to think you're a bad person or whatever, because if you're feeling remorse now, that means you're not a bad person, okay? If you're feeling remorse and you're sad, you're not a bad person, right? Because other people, they have episodes, they fuck up, and you realize that you are part of them fucking up, and you feel remorse, and you apologize, and they'll tell you that they're not mad at you, right? And so that's the kind of mentality I'm taking here. We don't have Etika to come back and tell us he's not mad, and that you guys are going through your journey and he's going through his, right? But that is the reality. Is he's going through his journey, you guys are going through your journey. That's where his journey ended, and that's what fucking sucks about it. And I'm not here to put on a big show, say I knew the guy. I talked to him on Twitter like once or twice, and it was just like a few replies and here and there, just making stupid jokes, and he would actually reply to me sometimes. Not very much. He doesn't know me. He don't follow me. We don't know each other. He don't know me. I'm just a fucking guy like you guys. He doesn't know me. I know him. He doesn't know me. And so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend he was my friend or that I'm really sad. I'm gonna miss him and all that. I'm gonna miss his videos. I'm gonna miss his videos as a fan. It sucks that I can't see his videos, but that's a minor inconvenience to me, and for his friends and family, it's a big fucking deal, and I feel bad for them. So but for me and for a lot of us, it's just a minor inconvenience. We don't get to see his videos anymore. To me, it really sucks because I think he was a really genuine guy. I think that his videos were really good, and I liked his YouTube personality. I don't care whatever, if some of it's fake, whatever, I don't care. What if he had a transformation? What if he changed his lifestyle? What if he changed his life perspective, and then that bled into his videos? And he already had good videos. He had good opinions on his videos. He already had good content. What if that changed and it became even better? What if this experience turned him into an even better guy? But I'll be honest, the second I saw that video of him saying sorry, and it was known to the public that video automatically updated at midnight. It was a pre-recorded video that updated way later. It was like that. The second I saw a video, I knew it was hard to watch because I knew he was already dead. I knew he was already fucking dead. The second I watched that video, I knew he was already fucking dead. And then when I watched, when people started talking about it, Keemstar was saying, no, 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 he's probably hiding out. He's probably just hiding out and laying low and fucking with us again. No, no, Keemstar, no. The last episode was real. This one's real too. Even I had my doubts the last time. Even I had my doubts, like, this is all a stunt. Because some of the shit he was saying was crazy. He was telling the cops he's a porn star and stuff like that, So a lot of people had their doubts, but after a while, you think about it, you realize no, it's not all for show. You know, the guy's going through some fucked up shit. And when he was saying that video, when the video came out, I was like, this is real. Like, dude, this is real. He's saying some fucking real shit. He's saying some fucking shit that if he was doing like an ARG thing right now, he would not be saying this stuff, man. This is really real right now. Because last time when he was freaking out, he was saying some crazy stuff. This time he was saying like his actual fears, his actual problems, and he was saying the things that people say when they commit suicide. I know not everyone knows what people think. I don't. That's the thing. I can relate to what he was saying, and I don't know if everyone can, but what he was saying, I was like, nope. That's what you say and what you think when you're on the edge like that, and it just sucks because it can be like a snap decision, man. It can be such a snap decision, and part of why I'm sad is because I love video games. I love Nintendo, right? And I like sharing that experience with other people, and I want to protect our community. I want to talk. I want our community to grow and become a better place and more inclusive for everyone, in a happier, more positive place. And well, anyway, I guess all I'm trying to say here is that you know, if you want to help out, like it's good. People who post a suicide hotline number, I think I'm gonna do it too. If you want to, that's a good way to help out. But if you really want to help out, um, just just don't say mean ass shit to people online, man. Just because they're a big YouTuber, keep it reasonable. Criticize people, fine, sure. Criticize people, that's fine. But think about what you're criticizing them for and why it really matters. Think about if it really matters, right? Try to understand their point of view and their perspective, right? Basically, all it is, like Mewtwo King today said something about kindness, right? And um, that's a good point of view. Is hey man, just be nice, just be nice to people. Remember, these are actually people. That's the thing. Everyone's gonna get hate comments, man. Everyone's gonna get negative comments, right? But you don't have to be part of the problem. You don't have to contribute to that. And eventually, over time, I think less and less people will. I think the people who contributed this time might still do it because they're just. I think a lot of people who do that shit are just really negative in general, and you know they're fucking annoying. And just just be fair with your criticism is all. You know, think about if someone said that shit to you and stuff like that, right? And a lot of people are calling him a clown, and I don't think they even could comprehend the possibility that he wasn't full of shit. And that's I'm not saying it's all their fault. Who do we blame? I don't know. It's kind of hard to pinpoint stuff like that when it comes to this kind of issue. So, but sometimes I get really pissed off sounding in my videos, but I'm not mad. Like I said, I'm not gonna pretend I'm like super sad about it. Like it's a minor inconvenience to me. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. And I do feel bad. I just want people. My main thing is I just want people to understand that people who are suicidal, they're not thinking clearly. If you feel suicidal, you're probably not thinking clearly. And things can get better. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just can't always see it sometimes. Sometimes it's like you feel trapped underwater and you're just swimming up and up. And sometimes you're just fucking tired of swimming, man. Sometimes you can't go anymore. You got no more energy. And it's like, hey man, I'm here to tell you, eventually you will get to that light. Eventually you will be above water again, you know. It just takes a while. But just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean it's not there waiting for you. And sometimes it's hard to tell that to people. Like imagine like if you're single a lot of the time, someone might tell you, "Don't worry, your perfect person is out there for you somewhere." Right? And you're like, "Man, I'm so fucking tired of hearing that cuz it never works out." And it's like, "Well, they're saying that to you because they have their person or they're already in a relationship." So they're saying that to you like, "Hey man, like it might feel like you won't find someone, but you will." That's how a lot of things are in life, man. You get frustrated and you want to give up. And people who are already there, they're like, "Dude, don't give up. Don't give up." So, and Etika gave up on his own life, basically. He thought And the thing is about him in particular is that he did shit that no one else did. He was setting a standard. He could have set the standard for redemption. Because he was sinking low, and he was doing making some crazy decisions, some really crazy decisions. But it wasn't like it was irredeemable. You know, he could come back. It wasn't irredeemable decisions. He could make it back. And he had he was growing massively in popularity. He was doing really well for himself, and yeah, he could have gone all the way. He could have made fucking amazing content, lived off the YouTube revenue, had a lot of people who knew his opinions and liked what he had to say. But he just couldn't deal with it, man. And man, life is hard, man. It's fucking stressful. There's some bullshit involved, and yeah. So for this video, I don't know how to go about it. I don't want to like sensationalize his death. I didn't want to say anything that's fake that I don't actually believe. I don't want to put his face all over the thumbnail. I want to be respectful. So to be respectful, I'm going to use his logo. Zero's using his logo as his Twitter profile right now, and a lot of people are joining him in that. I think that's really cool. I think it's a really cool way to say, hey man, we were real fans. We cared about him the whole time. And other people are saying that they sent clown emojis and now they feel like shit over it and stuff like that. All that stuff's really cool, man. It's really cool that people are showing up saying, no, we cared about this guy. And it's our turn to talk. We had all these negative people talking. Now it's our turn to talk. And yeah, it sucks. It really does. Because it seemed like everything was fine. That's the worst part. It seemed like everything was back to normal and things are gonna be fine. Then he uploaded that video and it was already too late. People were tweeting at him. People were talking. They were shouting out at him, trying to talk to him. And it was already too late. That's the thing. No, a lot of people didn't even know, and it just kind of happened. A lot of people thought that he was done, and that last controversy happened, and it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that long ago when it happened. It was only like a month or two ago when it happened, man. And so yeah, now he's gone. So, as a guy who talks about Smash, that it does suck that he's part of my community. Um, as a guy who talks about games in general, yeah, he's a big part of the YouTube gaming community, man. So, he was a kind of weird guy in some ways, but that was kind of his charm. He was, honestly, in my opinion, he was fucking hilarious. I loved his style. I thought he was really raw and really real. And it's like I was just saying in my video the other day. He's the one who said, if Cloud can get in, then Banjo can get in, and we shouldn't give up on Banjo in the future. It could happen someday. That's like really optimistic thinking. That's his like genuine excitement for games, man. That's the thing. So yeah, I know a lot of people make fun of him. As he got more popular, he got more people probably making fun of him and shit. I made fun of him back then too, in like 2013 or whatever. Not that I like fucking hated the guy. I just was like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't care about him. But well, like I said at the beginning of this video, once I understood like his humor and his whole thing, you know, I really liked him. And yeah, so it sucks. Really fucking sucks. Um, this shit could happen again. You know, yeah, his story is kind of all over the place and took it to a level that many people didn't see coming. But this could easily happen again with someone else. So we gotta. That's why it's saying, man. If you want to help, just help by not saying mean ass shit. So, alright, I'm just repeating myself. So I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, I probably won't make too many more videos about stuff like this. Um, I don't want to talk about controversy too much. I'm not a commentary channel. I'm not a reaction channel. I'm nothing like that. But I do think it's appropriate today to talk about. I do think it's appropriate that we go over this. Um, and I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. It's hard to end a video on a topic like this, but I think I'm just gonna walk away from this video here now. As a fan, there's nothing I can do now. I tweeted out saying on one of those days I was tweeted out saying, man, I don't know if Etika's still out there. I don't know if he's reading tweets about him, but he said it was too late, and it wasn't too late. I made another tweet later saying it might be too late for Etika now, but it's not too late for anyone else. But yeah, it's not too late. It's never too late. It's too late for him now, but it wasn't. When he said it was too late, it really wasn't. He still had a chance. Even in those final moments, he had a chance. And you know, you gotta accept help. You gotta you know you gotta do what's best for you. And the problem is, I think when you have all that pressure and all those people watching you, it's just that hard. It's just hard, and I understand it. It's fucking hard. I can't understand how much harder it would be with all those people, but I know I can kind of get it, right? I can kind of sympathize with it. So that's my idea, is that he's just that with all that attention and already those negative thoughts, it just was not a good combination. So, it's, but for all you guys out there, it's not too late for you. It's too late for them, but it's not too late for you. It's only too late when you're dead. Before you're dead, it's not too late. So, so yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I don't want to say anything too sappy, but I will say rest in peace. Uh, he'll be missed. That's all I'll say. Is he'll be missed. I'm gonna miss his videos, man. So really fucking sucks. And I'm gonna end it here. Next video have nothing to do with this shit. Next video will be something more upbeat. Me talking about games, talking about Smash. Talking about Dragon Ball. Talking about something that's cool, something that I like. That's what I do. You know, I want to be genuine, just like Etika was. I want to talk about. I don't want to fucking fake it till I make it. I don't want to fake it just to get views or whatever. I want to talk about shit that's relevant to me, shit that I like to talk about, make it exciting for me and everyone else, and find people who are like minded and want to talk about things in the same kind of perspective as way that I want to talk about them. I want to all. That's what I want. So I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna try to actually splice in some videos here and there to make this a little bit more entertaining for people. I want to start doing this with all my videos, putting more effort into them here and there. I'm still only using free janky ass video software, but I want to start doing that. And I want to encourage everyone. Videos today are really have high production quality, and that's really cool. But if you want to just start, if you just want to get on YouTube and make videos, just start doing it. Don't don't worry about everything. Start doing it. Push yourself. Then, as you get your feet wet, you'll start to see and understand where you can progress on, and that's what you should be doing, right? So, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna play some games. I'm gonna have a good time today. Um, I don't know what Etika would have wanted, but in my opinion, that's what I think I should do. It's just play some games, chill, have a good time. Uh, that sense of humor will always be with me. That genuine, like very Etika, very like specific kind of sense of humor. That was his style. That'll always be with me. I'll always be quoting him. That show will always be with me. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my life is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna live by example. I'm gonna do what I want to do and live by example. So I recommend everyone join in and just do your part. Be nice to people, and that's all you need to do, man. That's all you need to do is your share. That's all you need to do. So I'm gonna wrap this one up now. So I'll see you guys in the next one.